Good afternoon, fifth graders. It is 5:20 on February 4, and I'm just making a video to help you along as you are making your line graphs at home. One thing that you need to recall when you're making your line graph is you always just want to make this sideways L or long L to get started, where we have our x-axis and we have our y-axis. For right now, we're just calling them our x and our y. And we don't really know at this point why. We haven't learned that yet. But I want you to have this labeled on your graph, the x and the y. Now, when we're looking at information like the average temperature of a month, there's two pieces of information that we're looking at. First, we're looking at the months, and secondly, we're looking at the temperature. Now, on the x-axis, we'll put our months. We're putting our independent variable. Pardon my sloppy writing, as I'm writing with my finger. But we'd have January, February, March, April, May, and all the way until we have December at the end. I should have made my line graph, my x-axis, a little bit longer if I wanted to make it all the way. Now, on my y-axis, I'd have the degrees. And I'd look at my minimum and my maximum, and I'd move my range a little bit beyond that. So suppose my minimum was 32, I might start at 30 and go up by increments of 10. 50, 60, 70, and so forth. Now, I'm sort of running out of room on the side, but I would write my temperature as my label on this side. Now, it's important that I don't just leave it as just temperature, because it could really be any temperature. It could be Celsius, it could be Fahrenheit, it could be Kelvin as well. So it's important that we label it. And in this case, suppose that it is Fahrenheit. So I write my Fahrenheit. That's a sloppy F right there, but yes, that is an F for Fahrenheit, sideways. And now I'm ready to label I'm ready to put the points on my line graph. Looking at my data, I then can follow February up to its average temperature. So if it's 39, I could follow all the way up, and that would just be short of 40. So I would make my dot and make it large enough so that I could connect the points. February supposedly is 41, March is 43, April is 50, and you get the idea. As we go on, we make our points. Now yours will be much more cleaner than mine, as mine is quite messy because I'm using my finger and my iPad, but this is more of a purpose to show you what you need to do. Using a ruler, then connect the lines one at a time. Make a straight line between one, make a straight line between the next, and so forth. Some of you will find that the increase is steady over time. Others of you will find that it's more dramatic. It's exponential, and we'll talk about that term a little bit later. I'll erase that for right now. But it's important that you're drawing straight lines in between each dot. Once you've made it to all the way through your data, make sure all your lines are connected and you have all the labels. Now at this point you're saying, Mr. Wehner, you're missing two things. First off, what month is it? Is it the month of 2010? Is it the month of 1825? It's important that you include that label. So I would say the months of 2013. Now if right now you're thinking, Mr. Wehner, you're still missing one title or one label, you're on track. I'm missing the title up top. There should be a title that relates to both the temperature and the months of 2013. And make sure that you're very descriptive with this, because when someone looks at your graph, they're going to want to know, what am I actually looking at? And the title will give that clue. So I'm going to say the temperature and being the average for the months of 2013. If you have any additional questions about how to make your line graph, please email me at kweiner@kcsa.org or give me a call at 616-212-7413. I'm available tonight, and I'll also be in tomorrow before school. So if you have questions, just come on over, and I'm more than willing to take a peek at your line graph and give you the thumbs up, or maybe we can work on it a little bit more. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye-bye.